meaning's not just what we think, but it also pertains to and regards, more specifically, meaningful emotions. And that's going to be the subject matter for this video that I'm going to be discussing and philosophizing on, is the meaningful nature of meaningful emotions and why they not just matter, but are meaningful. And if you think of an emotion, or you think of a feeling per se, you may have not thought about that feeling or that emotion too deeply. But if you engage it and you take the time to think about why we have feelings and emotions in the first place, why we regard them as being meaningful or significant at all, it's because it tends to be what guides us in pretty much every perception, action, behavior we conduct. And without emotions, life would be pretty meaningless and arbitrary. And I'm one of the individuals who, like others, tends to philosophize in regards to and think in regards to that what essentially makes life meaningful is our meaningful emotions. It's not something that, say, happens to us, and if it is an event, it's probably going to be related to some sort of emotion that we feel that makes that event even meaningful at all, right? Or gives it any sort of flavor to it, or texture, or aesthetic that draws us in. And even when it comes to, say, learning or optimal states of learning, what really makes these states optimal tends to be positive emotions, and emotions that coincide with learning and that require a form of self-discipline to even get to. And if you think even of kind of how we go about recognizing the highest forms of learning, it's a deeply sentimental process and ritual. We've ritualized and created honor systems. And honor is a synthesized, emergent, meaningful emotion. To honor something or someone or some manner of doing things. These are all higher order meaningful emotions. And if you think of any sort of event that gives life meaning, say marriage or graduation of any sort of, maybe it's high school or college or university, at the undergraduate, master's level, or even PhD, those are all big stepping stones, and ones that tend to be events that really engage meaningful emotion, and emotions that we don't necessarily experience day to day. Though, when you think about even the more mundane feelings and emotions that we experience from day to day, there's opportunities to be able to engage more meaningfully in them and to create more meaningful experiences through the recognition and developing an emotional intelligence that starts with self-knowledge and self-awareness and the capacity to regulate our emotions in relation to cognitions. And that allows us to channel into the particular component processes and parts, the elements of our direct perception, that we create meaning, and create meaning that's reciprocal to these meaningful emotions. And that's all I'm going to say for this video. I hope you enjoy. Have an awesome day.